Well, forget that, because Homelander proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens. Who drew that?
Look, there's no way to sugarcoat this, considering a human's load has much less mass than a shot.
Ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens, because Homelander proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens.
Nigga. Like, bruh. Alright, bruh. You got it.
I'm fucking up good. Yeah, I hit the is up. Now I'm taking off. I'm taking off. Yeah, I came from the bottom, I went to the top. Now I'm taking off. I'm taking off. I'm taking off. I'm taking off. I'm taking off.
Man, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Nigga. I was told this is one of the most gruesome death battles in death battle history. I don't know nothing about Homelander. I've seen TikTok clips about Omni-Man. I don't know who these people are. I don't know what universe this is, but we are finna attend. And we are finna stay tuned. You feel me? Let's get straight into the video, man. Y'all boys like, comment, subscribe. Click the link down below. Join the Discord. You know what I'm saying? We finna start going stew. Follow the Twitch. We finna start streaming, man. Get my setup right, man. I'm finna get right for y'all boys. We ain't finna cook this. You feel me? Really grind time. Let's do it.
Omni-Man, the Invincible champion from planet Viltrum.
Homelander, the world's greatest superhero, brought to you by Vought International.
Few heroes have stood the test of time with more aplomb than the very first, Superman. But what if absolute power did, in fact, corrupt absolutely?
Answer, we're all screwed. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Omni-Man. Had you go in there for a second, huh?
Not really. His name is in the title of the video.
Well, you might be forgiven for mistaking Nolan Grayson for his classic comic inspiration. He's even got that sexy mustache that he's not afraid to hide with terrible CGI. Born on the planet Viltrum, Nolan was sent to Earth to act as its superpowered alien defender and spread the enlightenment of his utopian homeworld.
And as his superhero alter ego Omni-Man, there was no one better suited to the task. He saved the world countless times, worked alongside the Guardians of the Globe, and even married and had a son, Mark.
Life couldn't be better until Mark inherited
my
his
dad was
dad's
big, but that
Viltrumite
nigga
powers.
shit bad
That's
as
when
fuck.
Mark found out that his dad was a stinking rat bastard liar.
Turns out, Viltrum wasn't exactly the peaceful utopia Nolan promised.
Peaceful in the sense that they culled half their population, murdering billions with their bare hands until only the strongest were left, united by a common purpose.
This Viltrumite empire then went on to conquer planet after planet in their home galaxy, murdering any who dared oppose them. So
Holy
just scratch
shit.
that whole peaceful part entirely.
And
Superman
turns out
got
Omni-Man
murdered.
was here to do that same thing to Earth. Sorry, Mark. Your dad's a dick.
Even worse, he's easily the most powerful.
What the fuck? This is a nigga, what? I'm not gonna respect. This is an animation. I don't know, like, should I call it a cartoon? This doesn't look like anime. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but like, what the fuck? You just fucking grab that
Sorry,
nigga
Mark.
face.
Your dad's a dick.
Even worse, he's easily the most powerful being on the entire planet.
Imagine combining the raw power of a Kryptonian and the bloodlust of a Saiyan, and what you get is basically a Viltrumite.
Due to their unique DNA, Viltrumites are composed of smart atoms that they can manipulate to achieve superhuman feats, like holding their breath for weeks on end by drawing more energy from
Kinda reminds me of that whole bioelectric aura thing Superman has. That's basically how comic writers bullshit a science-y explanation for his powers.
Except smart atoms make even less sense. How can atomic structure be designated by your DNA? DNA is made of atoms. It's completely nonsensical biological hogwash that I cannot stand.
Uh-oh, comics fans. I'm calling this debunked. Viltrumites can fly, withstand near absolute zero temperatures, and even possess insane healing factors. You know, stuff like getting punched through the stomach, having your guts ripped out, or having your face smashed up in a tomato soup. I don't mean to exaggerate, but Viltrumites in this series get fucked up and somehow survive.
However, too much trauma to the brain or heart can overtax their healing factors, and intense heat can be especially damaging.
Even the most powerful Viltrumites can be killed by extended baths in the spicy hot plasma of a star.
And because of their abilities, their inner ear vestibular system is far more sensitive than a regular human's. Intense sonic pressure will disrupt their fragile equilibrium and even prevent them from flying.
Though pushing themselves to their physical limits only ends up making them way stronger. And considering Nolan has been alive and planet conquering for thousands of years, he's easily one of the toughest Viltrumites around. Like, other aliens attacking him will literally splatter their bodies against him. But Mark didn't inherit everything from his dad. Despite his alien genes, Mark was raised as a human with our weak, pathetic human values like love and compassion.
Like, bro, I'm just looking at this shit. Like, this nigga just spun this big head around like a Beyblade.
Not brutally murdering the shit out of everyone you see like a maniac. Really made it difficult for Nolan to relate to his kid.
No cap.
Such as when these aliens invaded Earth. Mark tried his best to minimize casualties and outsmart his numerically superior foes.
Nolan, meanwhile, tackled their leader through the portal back to their homeworld, then spent some time systematically annihilating their planet for even daring to take Earth from him. Classic generational divide.
Annihilate is underselling it. Nolan flew so fast that his body lit their planet's atmosphere on fire, creating massive country-sized explosions, with his own body as the projectile.
Omni-Man has flown across galaxies in only a week, survived punching a hole through a planet, and even deflected a meteor the size of Texas.
Assuming that means the diameter of the meteor is equivalent to the distance from the top of the Panhandle to the Gulf of Mexico, that would make it 1,300 kilometers wide.
And weigh over 4.6 quintillion tons. Moving at re-entry speeds of over 11,000 meters per second, it had hit with enough energy to...
Okay, Fred, time to find our perfect apartment on Zillow. Don't
I
worry.
fucking needed that. This is the... Thank you.
destroy the...
God, leave. Nigga brain literally fucked up trying to listen to that shit. Like, what? This nigga is ruthless. Like, he planet demolisher. Like, this is ridiculous.
Twice over.
So Omni-Man is
These
strong
niggas
enough
is
to slaughter
creep,
those
like,
who considered him an
slaughters.
ally, the Guardians of the Globe, all to ensure as seamless a transition to the coming Viltrumite rule as possible.
Too bad for Nolan, it wouldn't be that easy, because he'd have to go through his son first.
Mark was horrified by his father's treachery, spurred on by the reveal that Nolan only viewed his mother as a pet, a disposable broodmare. Invincible fought Omni-Man to save the planet.
And that's when Mark's real Viltrumite training began. Get it? Training? Like the train?
Yes, we get it. It was a good pun. Jesus.
But if anything, it was Omni-Man that learned a lesson about humanity that day.
He may have tried to turn Mark into a Viltrumite, but in reality, as Nolan fled Earth with tears in his eyes, Mark made his father human. This episode is sponsored
He
by
just beat
BetterHelp.
the shit out of his
Life
son.
can
What
be
is you talking
overwhelming,
about,
and many
nigga?
people are burned out without even
Like,
knowing it.
nigga
Symptoms
made
can include
him human, nigga. What? Nigga heal him or something, nigga. You left.
And you
First month
Nigga,
at
he went to go get milk
BetterHelp.com.
after whooping your ass.
to
This
Vought
doesn't make any-
International,
Huh?
a multi-billion-dollar American conglomerate whose
What?
#1 products are the greatest superheroes on the face of the earth.
That's right.
What the
Super
fuck?
Instantly in sight. Men,
got freedom and shit save
Oh.
America.
team, the
Imagine.
nostalgia opium with no end in sight.
Yeah. Imagine.
Within Vought's pantheon of gods among men is their premier super team, the Seven, and its leader, Homelander.
He's got the looks, the charm, the Jesus, and most importantly, he's got the power to slaughter all of America's enemies at home and abroad. This guy probably eats freedom and shits eagles.
But Homelander's squeaky clean corporate sheen is only skin deep. Far from the big blue Boy Scout he's marketed as,
5'11".
Homelander is probably the closest thing to Lucifer on Earth.
Remember Bad Future Biff from Back to the Future? Now give him superpowers and media training.
Vought's official story is that Homelander was an alien who landed here as a baby, a tale we're all familiar with.
And one that's total bullshit. Homie was made in a lab with Vought's proprietary super soldier serum, Compound V.
And he was
Captain
a complete
America, nigga?
success.
Too much of a success. He was murdering rooms of
Super
terrified
America.
scientists before his umbilical cord was even cut. In the comics, Vought had to keep a remote-controlled hydrogen bomb strapped to him at all times because they had no idea what else could possibly kill him.
As he grew up, he was subjected to psychological conditioning to make him the greatest and most profitable hero of all time.
It wasn't long before he debuted as Homelander, the ultimate defender of the American dream.
Homelander possesses massively superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can fly at hypersonic speeds, see through walls with X-ray vision, and detect a person's emotional state from just the sound of their heartbeat.
But you know you're done for when he breaks out his heat vision, which is strong enough to slice through crowds of people or split airplanes in half.
He just
Or
slaughtered a
screams so
crowd.
loud
nigga.
that it shatters the eardrums of anyone around him.
Those are innocent bystanders whose ears are exploding, by the way. Oh yeah, he totally botched this mission to
Said
stop a
fuck
plane
them.
hijacking, so he
Nigga
forced
said
each and
fuck
everyone on
them.
board to die in the resulting crash so they wouldn't reveal his incompetence.
Well, Homelander's powers may be real, but his heroism is a charade.
Hijacking, so he forced each and everyone on board. Oh yeah, he totally botched this mission to stop a plane hijacking, so he forced each and everyone on board to die in the resulting crash so they wouldn't reveal his incompetence.
Well, Homelander's powers may be real, but his heroism is a charade. Though he plays his part well, he cares nothing for the peons he's forced to protect.
The only thing he treasures is, ironically, his public image. Turns out being raised as a lab experiment doesn't create a healthy person. But don't worry, he eventually cleaned up his act and started a totally 100% healthy sexual relationship with a fellow superhero, who just happened to be an actual Nazi. Speaking of sex, Wish, you know how I'm always saying we should figure out how Superman and Lois...
You're the person with the gun, the person who would do anything to protect the ones you love. But did you know that you could go to jail?
Get busy? Well, forget that, because Homelander proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens. Who drew that?
Look, there's no way to sugarcoat this, considering a human's load has much less mass than a shot.
Blew his partner to smithereens because Homelander proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens.
Nigga. Like, bruh. Alright, bruh. You got it.
Who drew that?
Look, there's no way to sugarcoat this, considering a human's load has much less mass than a shotgun pellet. It would have to be moving significantly faster to achieve the same kinetic energy, over 1,500 meters per second, or 4.5 times faster than sound.
That's right. Homelander can bust a nut faster than the speed of sound. Well, good night, everybody. Ooh, kinda sucks for humanity that they made this dude the most powerful being on the planet and a psycho murderer.
That's no exaggeration. Stillwell even commented that Homelander has proven immune to every weapon known to mankind, no matter how powerful. Humanity literally lacks the ability to kill him.
That'd include nuclear weapons as powerful as the Tsar bomb, which exploded with the energy of 50 megatons of TNT.
Actually, it could have exploded with twice that. But the Soviets who created it were afraid it would irreversibly alter Earth's biosphere and end the world. That's right, we all almost died.
And that's the kind of shit Homelander can shrug off no problem. He's strong enough to throw a jet with one hand and fast enough to outspeed a C4 explosion.
Despite being an emotionally stunted man-child, Homelander is still surprisingly cunning and able to manipulate those around him.
Though it probably wasn't too smart to piss off the world's angriest limey, Billy Butcher. Yeah, turns out forcibly fathering a bastard son with someone else's wife is not a good idea.
Of note, as unjustifiable as it is, to Homelander, this gave him something he never had before. Some small measure of control over his own life.
Being born Vought's star pupil meant he was under their thumb from the day he was born. His superpowered son was the first thing that was truly his and might be his best option for a new beginning. Or not.
This episode is
Nah.
sponsored by...
Nah, nigga. What? Dropped his ass like those? This shit. I don't under. This is the. Bro, this is some crazy shit. Like, this is like. This is some
All right, the
crazy
combatants
shit.
are set. We've run the
No
data
cap.
through all possibilities.
It's time
Huh?
for a death battle!
The power we've been waiting for, y'all boys.
Howdy, neighbor. Coco? It's warm. You know, Nolan, Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand. And it's very important to me that that brand means something. And if I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien, what's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie? Aw, she's shy. So, do we have an understanding? Get the fuck out of my country.
You done fuck.
I'm going
up.
to feed you your own heart.
Shit. That was a great line.
He's flushing that shit.
Country? Seriously?
Let me see that combo again real quick. Let me equip this shit.
That was a great line.
Equip.
Seriously?
Equipped. The face grab though, I don't know. I don't know about the face grab. I might straight to the throat. No, did he? You feel what I'm saying?
I'm not here for your
He can't
country.
breathe. Do it to his ass. Damn. Oh my god, destroying fucking neighborhood. Oh yeah, he's out of there. Oh my. Shadow step. Come there. Oh lord. He doesn't even give a fuck. That's not gonna work against him. Oh shit.
Ever been hit by someone your own size before? You have to turn with the punch to reduce.
Better.
Oh shit. I forgot they said their ears are the weakness.
What's the matter? Are you going to cry?
After I'm done with you, I'm gonna flash right that little shit son of yours! This worthless neighborhood! And every goddamn person you know!
Remember what I promised you. Now swallow. Merry Christmas.
KO! Wiz, if there's a god, it sure seems like he was.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the figgity fuck? Nigga, that
Working out some aggression there.
Despite Homelander's dominance within the world of the boys, he's a big fish in a small pond, relatively speaking. Homelander can move faster than sound, while Omni-Man can move faster than light. Homelander can survive a nuke, while Omni-Man can shatter the moon twice over.
To be fair, Homelander did have a couple of abilities Omni-Man didn't, like his heat vision.
And while Viltrumite healing factors have failed against continuous exposure to the heat of stars, that still took quite a bit of time, and there's no reason to think Homelander's heat vision was anywhere near that hot.
Hell, Nolan's tanked heat vision from the superhero Mean Supreme before, who can vaporize people in an instant.
Even if it was hot enough, Omni-Man's superior speed would cut him off before he could do any lasting damage. Similarly, despite being able to disrupt his equilibrium with his supersonic screaming, Homelander wasn't strong enough to capitalize on it in any meaningful way.
Plus, while Homelander is pretty devious when the situation calls for it, Omni-Man has been fighting and conquering worlds for thousands of years. He comes from a warrior culture based on fighting. Homelander, on the other hand, comes from a test tube and never had to push himself as a fighter because he was always so much stronger than everyone else.
And that's the key difference between them. One is a warrior, and the other is a bully. Homelander was never going to give up easy, but Omni-Man's skill, power, and Viltrumite heritage earned him the win.
When it comes to Superman knockoffs, Homelander had to eat his heart out.
The winner is Omni-Man.
Nigga, whoever said this was the most gruesome death battle, you are correct, my nigga. That shit had my face stuck like the entire time, dead serious. I have no words, bro. Hey, I'm finna watch some anime before I go to sleep. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I gotta watch something positive. Nah, cause that shit just like killed my whole fucking vibe. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, y'all boys, like, comment, subscribe, man. Join the Discord down below. We finna be doing hella shit, doing tournaments. I'm putting up money for y'all boys to earn in these tournaments. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe, follow the Twitch. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's rock. Thank you.